If you are looking for a no credit check loan for fast and massive approval, here are the steps I want you to follow right now. Step number one, you got to know loans that do not require a credit check. See, the whole thing is a lot of applicants, a lot of borrowers, they're looking for a no credit check loan, but they're applying at the wrong institution. They're applying for the wrong kind of loan. So it's really important to sit down, and I want you to write down right now all the loans that do not require a credit check. There are some loans that never require a credit check. For example, a payday loan. The thing about payday loans is that they're kind of small, okay? But so those are small, short-term loans you can actually pay back the next time you get paid. And payday loans, usually they'll actually, they'll approve you for 2 weeks or one month, but they do have very, very high APRs when you annualize the APR. See, the thing is they could charge you, let's say, a 30% or 20%, and you can say, well, 20% ain't really that high. Yes, it's not really that high if you think about 30 days. But if you annualize that 30%, it becomes something extraordinarily high. Okay, so a payday loan is one type of loan that generally does not require a credit check. Same thing, you also have what we call a no credit check installment loan. So there are a lot of players, a lot of lenders out there that will actually grant you loans without checking your credit. What they do is they pay attention to two things. They pay attention to your income, and they pay attention to your bank account. So they'll ask you to actually show them your bank statements for the last, let's say, for the last 3 months, or they'll ask you to connect your bank account to their systems so they can see exactly in real time your cash inflows and cash outflows. And the thing is, if you have a good job or you are generating good revenue, either through a job or, a side gig or a business, you can still qualify also for a no credit check loan. So no credit check loans are really paying it. So those loans pay attention to one important thing, your liquidity situation. Are you able to repay the loan? See, that's what they care about. That's what the lender cares about. Another type of a no credit check loan that I want you to maybe pursue is a car title loan. Car title loans are secure loans that use your car as collateral. So basically, you give the lender your car title in exchange for borrowing cash. The amount you can receive will depend on the value of your car. And most lenders will actually allow you to drive your car as you repay the loan. But unfortunately, if you default on a car title loan, the lender may repose it, like they may repo your vehicle. So just like payday loans, title loans should be a last resource here, because the average auto title loan has an APR, guess what, of about 300 to 500%, very high. So number one, you want to know loans that do not require a credit check. Number two, you want to know lenders for no credit check loans. Okay, there are some lenders who specialize on no credit check loans. Okay, by the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. We're having a conversation about 3 things you can do right now if you are looking for a loan, but you don't want to have a credit check. So let me actually walk you through. I'm going to share with you, let's say, a few lenders that do not require credit checks for approving loans. First, we have a Money Mutual. So Money Mutual is great for no credit check loan overall. So they have same-day funding, and they can grant you loans up to $5,000. This is really good. And the thing is that what we love about Money Mutual is that they grant you a high amount, but the only problem is they're not available in some states. Okay, this is really important. And the second one I want to share with you is Funds Joy Loans. So actually, in our view, this is the simplest way to get a no credit check payday loan, and they actually can grant you up to $2,500. This is really good. And with Funds Joy Loans, you have a fast and easy application process. You have no origination fees. This is really good. The only drawback in our view is that they have low minimum loan amounts. So the maximum is $2,500, but they can actually grant you like $100. So this is kind of low in our view. The third one we want to share with you, this lender is called Cash USA, and in our view, this is one of the top fast loan service when it comes to the loan services when it comes to no credit check loan. And you are speaking about personal loans that go all the way to $10,000, and you can get loan funds the next day. They do not check your credit score, and they don't actually charge you any origination fee. So this is good. And the only thing you have to be aware of is that this Cash USA, their minimum loan amount is only $500. So you got to be aware of that. Let's continue sharing with you a lot of lenders that actually grant you no credit check loans. We have bad credit loans. So this is in our view, the top loan service for people with bad credit. By the way, I just want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're talking about 3 things you can do right now if you need a loan but don't want to have a credit check. Okay. So number 1, no loans that do not require a credit check. Number 2, no lenders for no credit check loans. So I'm actually just sharing with you some lenders that actually specialize in no credit check loans. So badcreditloans.com is kind of cool. There is no origination fee. They actually grant you personal loans for up to $10,000. They have relatively low APRs, and they do not require any collateral. Now, the only problem with bad credit loans is that they have a very lengthy application process. Next, you have personal loans, and this is great for quick unsecured personal loans. And the minimum amount here is $1,000, and the maximum, check this out, $35,000. This is really good. And what we love the fact that there is no hidden fees and upfront cost anyway with personal loans. So overall, this is one of the best players on our list. You also have a Citrus Loans. Okay, here you have a very speedy approval process with Citrus Loans. And remember, we are speaking about no credit check loans. So you have loans up to $2,500, and we love the fact that with the Citrus Loans, you have a very speedy approval, and there are no extra fees. And the only problem with the only cons, I mean, there are actually 3 cons here. You have very high interest rates with Citrus Loans. You have a $100 minimum loan amounts, and you have limited customer support. So overall, one thing I want to say here is that if you are looking for a no credit check loan, you have to set your expectation very low in terms of loan amounts. So maximum you can get is $35,000. Even that $35,000, they will actually check a lot of things. They will check they'll check your financial statements. They'll check your bank accounts, your bank statements. They'll check your tax returns. Like, if you don't want them to check your credit, that's fine, but they will check other sort of data. Let me share with you other lenders that actually will help you out when it comes to a no credit check loan. You have LendingTree, for example. Yeah, LendingTree of all institutions can actually grant you also a no credit check loan. So you have a variety of loans for bad credit, for no credit. Okay. And what we love about LendingTree is that they have insurance, they have different loan options, and they have a self credit check. And what about the cons? They do charge at least 3% origination fee, and the minimum is $1,000. Okay. And so one thing we love about LendingTree is that they're constantly innovating. They're constantly actually granting you a high loan amount. Actually, you can get a loan amount all the way to $50,000. The only problem is if you want to go with no credit check, you're not going to get the $50,000. You probably get like $25,000. Okay. And also another one I want to share with you is Credible. So Credible is great for unsecured and secure loans. Okay. And we love the fact that with Credible, you have different types of online loans that are available. No credit check also. And so this is kind of cool. And the only problem here is that sometimes their approval process is very lengthy. Okay. And it's really important to know. Another one I want to share with you, this is Avant. So Avant is kind of cool. Avant, the only thing what we love about Avant is that they will consider you for a no credit check loan. The only problem is they will ask you, as I said before, they will ask for things like bank statements. They'll ask for things like your personal tax returns. But the cool thing about Avant is that you can actually also get a credit card through them. Okay, and they could approve you for a large amount. Here we're speaking about a maximum loan amount of $35,000. The last lender I want to share with you into this conversation is M1. So M1 is kind of cool. They offer personal and business loans. Here you can borrow up to $50,000, but if you want a no credit check loan, you're not going to qualify for $50,000. Okay, you might qualify for something in between, but it's still good anyway, right? It's still good. The third thing I want you to do here is to shop for no credit check loans. So remember, today's topic, I'm just explaining to you the three things you need to do right now if you need a loan, but you don't want your credit checked. So number one, no loans that do not require a credit check. Number two, you want to know lenders for no credit check loans. Number three, you want to shop for no credit check loans. And the thing is, when we talk about shopping for no credit check loans, I'm just telling you that there are a few criteria that you have to pay attention to so that you can choose the right lender for you. Always look at the APR. Look at the APR, boss. I don't care. You might be desperate right now. You need cash. You really need the cash real quick. Okay. But pay attention to the APR, because the APR is going to determine how much you will be repaying in the future. And if it's too high, this increases your chances of defaulting, and you don't want that. Okay. And you want to find a lender that evaluates your ability to repay. See, the whole thing is, if you have bad credit or you have no credit, make sure you go for lenders that are comfortable lending to you by looking at your cash inflows. Because maybe you have no credit, or maybe like some people, for instance, like there are some borrowers, they are new in the country, they have not gotten a chance to establish a personal credit file yet, but they do have money. So you want to go with a lender who will actually take care of you by looking at your ability to repay. And you need to understand the repayment terms. Okay, please take the time. This might take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but take the time to read the fine prints and make sure that you are really understanding what you're getting yourself into. And ask if the loan is fully amortizing. Okay, if the loan requires multiple payments, ask to see the amortization schedule, which is basically a table that shows how much of each payment goes towards principal and how much to interest. And if the loan is not fully amortizing, some of your payments may only go to interest without reducing the principal you owe. Okay, and also ask for the lender's license. Yeah. Remember, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, requires lenders to register in all states where they do business. So many will list their licenses on their websites. And last but not the least, please beware of scammers. I know that you need cash real quick right now, but hey, listen, scammers are out there. Just keep in mind, a reputable lender will never ask you to pay them before you get a loan. If a lender asks you for a gift card or cash before they lend you money, it's likely a scammer. You want to run as far away as possible. Okay, never pay a lender before getting a loan. Let me first I want to have an overview about the whole conversation to really further elucidate the whole concept of no credit check loans. So what is really a no credit check loan? Well, a no credit check loan can seem like the only way to get cash fast if you have a low credit score or no credit history. But the thing is, this type of loan may come with risks, including triple-digit interest rates and short repayment terms. Okay, very important. So before you borrow, learn why no credit check loans can be dangerous, how to evaluate this type of loan, and what safer alternatives may be available to you. So with a no credit check loan, the lender doesn't review your credit history or credit score when deciding whether to give you a loan. So omitting credit checks is common at payday lenders and other companies that offer high interest loans. Okay. And the thing is, you have to understand, your credit history tells the lender how you have handled debt in the past and helps them determine how likely you are to repay a new loan. So not knowing your credit history makes the loan risky for the lender, and many no credit check lenders balance their risk by charging sky-high annual percentage rates. So these loans are often a few $1,000s or less, and they have short repayment terms of a few weeks or months, making them very difficult to repay on time and potentially leading the borrower into a cycle of debt. So this is something you need to really be really careful about, okay? And so no credit check loans can be a bad idea. So while many no credit check loans may seem like a great option, some of them, like payday loans and car title loans, should be avoided at all costs. Boss, avoid them if you can, because their exorbitant interest rates lead to high payments, which can steer you into a cycle of debt and wreak havoc on your credit. So some lenders also tack on additional fees that make it even harder to put your finances in order. Okay, so this is really important. Now, let me give you a few pro tips here. The question is, are there safe no credit check loans? Yes. Remember, a no credit check lender who reviews at least some of your financial information is a safer choice than one that lends money with no questions asked, okay? There are no free lunches here. So one thing we have seen in our research is that there are online lenders, for example, who review your bank account to evaluate your spending habits, deposits, and withdrawals. An account that shows multiple overdrafts may disqualify you, okay? And other lenders look at reports from alternative credit bureaus that collect information on consumers with low credit scores. So these reports can show things like whether you have gotten a payday or title loan, okay? And the thing is, you want to look for no credit check loan alternatives. The thing is, if you need cash real fast, you may be able to find alternatives to no credit check loans, such as local assistance, lending circles, or family members. But a low credit score doesn't have to stand in your way. If you want to borrow, let's say if you want to borrow from a lender with affordable rates and responsible underwriting practices. So let me give you a few options here that you might want to consider if you have bad credit or no credit at all, okay? So think about credit union loans. Some credit unions, they actually offer small personal loans of $500 or more. So to qualify you for a loan, they may consider information other than your credit score, like your history as a member. Okay, and so this could be a great opportunity. And many credit unions, what we have seen in our experience is that they also have starter credit cards or loans to help you build a credit history. So the interest rate they charged by federal credit unions is capped at 18%. You also have payday alternative loans. Those are called PALs. So those are credit unions issue loans that help small dollar borrowers avoid the debt trap created by traditional payday loans. APRs on these loans are capped at 28%. You also have buy now, pay later companies. Okay, we have actually covered this on other shows. So those are companies that offer to split your purchase into smaller payments over a few weeks or months. Okay, and BNPL companies, as they are called, they don't usually do a hard credit check, and so approval may be a lot easier than with a traditional loan. And so BNPL can be helpful for urgent expenses, okay, but use it for one purchase at a time to avoid overspending. You also have cash advance apps. So apps such as Earning and Dave, they actually let you borrow up to a few $100s from your expected earnings, okay? And they usually require repayments on your next payday. And you also have online lenders. Let me close the conversation by giving you the approach, or let's say the formula that you need to actually pay attention to if you want to get a no credit check loan and at affordable rates and affordable conditions, okay? Please pay attention to the loan amounts. The question is, you're looking for a loan, but can you afford to actually repay that loan? Pay attention to the loan amount. Everything starts with a loan amount. So if you're looking for, let's say, $1,000 or $10,000 or $20,000, ask yourself first, will I be able to repay that loan? In other words, if I actually look at the repayment amount, because, and see, the cool thing is you have a lot of websites that offer loan calculation, loan calculators, like they give you loan estimation calculation. They allow you to know how much you will be able to pay every month. So I want you to plug that number into your budget and see if you can actually, if you have still room to maneuver, right? Do you have monetary bandwidth in your budget to actually eat, so to speak, to absorb that extra debt? If yes, okay, then you see that's why we say you have to start with the loan amount. Next, you want to think about the application process. So, application process is important. Are they asking you to apply online, or are they asking you to apply over the phone? Are they asking you to provide some kind of documents? See, if a lender is asking you to provide documents, that's a good sign. That's a sign of a good lender. Lenders, as I said before, that just give you cash with no questions asked, you don't want that. Okay? There are no free lunches. There are no free dinners. There are no free breakfasts. So anything in this life, nothing in this life is free. So I want you to really get this into your mind and avoid the mistakes of saying, they're probably giving me a free cash anyway. Well, no. This is a debt trap. You don't want that. Okay? And also think about interest rates. Think about the types of loans they're offering. Think about their customer service. Because the thing is, you're looking for a loan, but what if something goes wrong? What if push comes to shove? Well, how are you going to, were you able to contact customer service and solve any issue that you have? So it's really important to pay attention to a customer service and make sure that you are dealing with reputable lenders. Okay? Don't just look at the loan aspect of things. Look at their customer service. Thank you so much for your attention. I was just talking to you today quickly about the 3 things you can do right now if you need a loan, but you don't want to have a credit check. Number 1, no loans that require no credit check. Number 2, no lenders for no credit check loans. Number 3, shop for no credit check loans. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.